So the work's gone well. I've got a fantastic body of work out of that. It is time to evolve it though. I've got about 40 or 50 pieces, full-blown pieces, paintings that I think have worked. And as anybody listening to this knows, it was all about catharsis, about taking the down and ups out of life following, my severe shock and trauma. And to that extent it's worked beautifully, and I've had incredible reactions from people. I wish it had been more successful, but it was successful from the point of view of why I did it, so I can't really complain. The fact is, I don't think people like to buy the inside of a person's brain when it's not working properly, so shouldn't grumble. The next piece, the next iteration, I guess, of it would be the work is computer based and it's then digital on top, and it's about selfies, and I'm still interested in selfies, but I'm also interested in hands and holding hands. One of the things that got me through a really tough time when they were ramming tubes down my throat in emergency room was a nurse holding my hand, and they're trained to do that. But that hand sort of became totemic, and it became something I've remembered ever since, and I can remember the feel of it and the warmth of it. And I couldn't see the nurse doing it, but it was there, that human contact. And I think the next stage of this work has got to move towards exploring that. So I'm not 100% sure where it's going to go. I'm sort of processing at the minute, and I'm looking around for inspiration. But inspiration, of course, doesn't come easily. It comes when you've done a lot of work, and you've done a lot of digging, and you've done a lot of looking. There's no inspiration without perspiration. That old corny saying is absolutely true. So yeah, as I say, the next sort of stretch will be to work much more computing into the work, and I think I might be looking at, there's a concept in networking of and computer software about handshakes, and that sort of ties in my head in with the notion of this person holding your hand, and I'm wondering how I can exploit handshakes in the network in a way that communicates something meaningful. So I suppose that might be where I'm going. So the work might become fully interactive and computer based again, rather than having that digital layer on to make them look like the simulacra of expressionist paintings. Handshake. Maybe handshake next, maybe not.